everyone, and welcome back to another episode of GR Live. It's me. I'm back. I'm incredibly warm. And I might be a bit laggy, but there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately, right now. But yeah, today we're playing a bit of Final Fantasy XVI. The game has officially debuted today. Yeah, officially debuted today. At sort of midnight, or the turn of midnight last night. And it's available now on PS5. And, well, I'm really excited to play this. Because I think we're in for an absolute treat with this game. I think that it's going to be something really exciting. And if you do want to see any extended thoughts and opinions about the game, you can find our review on your local Game Reactor region. But that's not what you're here to read. You're not here to read the review. You're here to see some gameplay. So with that being the case, let's crack right on. Now, it says paused. The reason being, I booted the game up. I fiddled with the settings. The settings that it threw at me, and then it went straight into a cutscene. So I didn't want to go any further in case it was something important. So with that being the case, turn my headset back on. Let's crack on.
That the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals, and that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation.
Final Fantasy
Ever
16
lures us back into the crystal shadow, and thus did our journey begin.
Oh, we're vibrating. We're vibrating. There's some icons. A lot of colours right now. Yeesh. Like the scene from Lord of the Rings, isn't it? Fireball! Yeah, the music's awesome. Attack, attack, attack! Eat him. Kill him. Should dodge that really. My analog sticks have gone all like wet from they kind of like melted in the sun. It's really weird. That was a pretty crazy opening. Really crazy. Here's Clive. What's up, Clive? Year of the Realm 837. Or 837. 873, sorry. The Nisa Defile. My lord, it's a pretty game.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant.
Shiva's dominant.
And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind.
Yes, sir.
Let's get this done.
Time to go to work. Hiroshi Minagawa. There he is,
Focus,
Naoki Yoshida.
Wyvern.
The man, the myth, the legend.
You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
Sir, yes, sir. We are in!
I said focus, Wyvern.
I'm coming, man, I'm coming. Camera, Clive, let's go. Anytime outside of a cutscene to open the main menu. Like that? Well, like that, that was cool. Yeah, okay, cool. Let me just have a look at the audio a minute. I haven't tweaked any of this and it feels really quiet, so... maybe I can knock up the volume a little bit.
We don't have time for
That's
this.
probably a
All
bit better.
hell is about to break loose. Time to move.
Run! Something's going down.
We're just in time.
The Republican Army run lines. Chocobos!
These Iron Blood are more beast than man.
The way this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
So what are we gonna do about it? That's the real question. The Zenitra stronghold.
To the gates! Quickly! Move! What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
I'm not too sure what's happening right
I
now.
wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Ironblood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should
He is
this citadel
enormous.
be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board. Which just leaves me.
Hopka!
The Ironblood will rule the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
Very Game of Thrones, isn't it?
You cock.
Benedicta.
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
I feel like I'm watching a HBO episode right now.
The front lines are gone. This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
Let's go, Clive! Let's go already! The Invictus sword, which you can see in person in the Tower of London right now. Right, we're on. Gameplay time.
And quick and deadly.
As always. Take the van.
The what? The van? Oh, Vanguard. Front.
Wait,
Makes sense.
something's not right.
Oh dear. It's an icon.
Titan. So the Darmaks finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Come on.
It's like a movie, isn't it? This is awesome. Run, Chocobos! Dodge, Clive! Dodge! Roll!
You don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move!
Gotta go round, gotta go round. Yeesh.
Right on top of us.
So much screen shake. Climb, Clive, climb! Evie's in the chat. Nice to see you again, Evie.
You're just gonna stand there?
Leap! Oh, he botched the landing there, didn't he? Oh, looks like he's gone. I'm going to assume Clive survived that, otherwise that'd be a pretty short game. He's still going!
Wyvern! Wyvern!
I told you before, you do not get to die here.
Does he mean that literally? I know that Clive's brother is a dominant from all the like narrative that Square has said. Flashback! "13 summers ago. Rosalind, the Grand Duchy of Rosaria." Evie says, "I'd hoped to see you again, and thank you for showing off Diablo 4.
Well, if you're not
Getting
cut out
active
to be a
stream.
shield,
Currently
there's
level 30
always work for
S63
you in the
Necromancer,
stable.
enjoying it.
Unless,
Having
of course,
been
you
that
think you
girl
can
who's
defend
nice
your
and wants
master
to
while
cover
sat on your
ages.
arse in a puddle of
I'm glad you're enjoying Diablo.
I'm sure he'd
Evie?
find a way. My brother always
And good
looks
choice of
after
class,
me.
by the way, Necromancer.
Right.
Smart.
Go on. You're sure to hit
I like
him
Necromancer as
eventually.
well.
Don't give up now.
But yeah, I've been away mostly for the last couple of weeks on trips, so Rebecca's been taking point and covering a lot of the streams as of late. But we're back to normal for a while.
It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
And returning with Final Fantasy, which is awesome. Here we go, combat training.
Let's
God,
start
Clive looks
again from
right
the beginning.
weedy at the moment.
Come, show me your form.
Attack the Lord Commander. Alright, square for melee.
Once more.
Yeah.
Very good. Such swordsmanship will serve you well in the field. But can the same be said of your spellcraft? The flames of the phoenix burn within you. Now let them burn without. Come, Clive. Rain fire down upon me.
Rain fire down upon me. Right, let's do it. Triangle.
Excellent.
Lock on. I'm sure they'll tell me what to do. She said you'd be covering this.
Well done.
Yeah, I usually take the
You wield
console
the
games.
Firebird's flames just as
Leave
a first
Rebecca
shield
with PC.
should.
You flatter me, my lord.
Or would you rather I flattened you?
No real
Have you
reason for it, I
arranged?
don't think. Just the way we
Let's
like
see
to
if
do
you
things.
can elude my blade. After all, you're attacking.
Plus, as well, I've been
prowess will
looking
count
forward to
for
this one, so I
naught if you
kinda
don't
reserved
live
it for
long
myself.
enough to use it. On your toes, Lord Rosfield.
Right, what am I doing? Staying quick on my feet. R1 to evade an enemy's attack. If you evade at the right moment, temporarily slow the enemy, making it more susceptible to counter.
Not quite.
Hiya!
How did you dodge that? I was sure I had.
That one wasn't a perfect dodge, it was only a precision one.
Nice try.
Ah, the worst dodge of them all to end it all.
Good.
Good, good.
Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix. Granted the use of
More
its
fire
power.
pouts.
Call upon that power now to close on you.
To close on me.
Well, I'm waiting.
How do you intend me to close the gap right now? The blessing of the Phoenix grants Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix Shift is one such iconic feat. Press circle to swiftly close in on a distant target. Alright, okay. Hiya!
Was it all our shields could move so swiftly?
Nailed it. Did an amazing job. You were clicking so much at the
Impressive.
His honest opinions. I just been open to thank
But
you.
even the
for
most
your full
agile
coverage.
shield cannot hope
Thank
to
you for that.
escape every blow.
Thank you.
And death may come
yeah, I'm
by
glad
a
you're enjoying
handful of
Diablo.
cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that
June has been a really good month for games so
Keep
far.
your wounds
You know, we
mended
started it
and your
with
energies
Diablo.
replenished.
We're kind of ending it with Final Fantasy.
Speaking of which, my
Not
lord,
much more you could really want.
you
From
seem a little worse for wear. Now that won't do it.
Harry's in the chat saying some kind of... Is that a spoiler, Harry? It might be. Consumables. Consumable items such as potions and tonics can be used to restore Clive's HP or temporarily boost attributes. Consumables can be assigned to D-pad via the items tab in the main menu for quick and convenient use. These items can also be used directly from the main menu. We got to make those potions more effective.
That's better.
I'm only putting my health bar up a tiny bit.
Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory, or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test. You've recovered from your soaking, I trust. You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
My soak?
Never ask.
Is that an insult?
Come
Like a
then,
medieval
Lord Rosfield.
insult? I guess.
Spar with me. If you believe yourself
Blahuga's in the
worthy
chat.
of
Howdy,
the
Blahuga.
Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
As you wish, my lord.
Did you find anything interesting from the Nintendo Direct yesterday? Asks
How
he.
that, me boy? Make proof
If you
of
like
your
Mario,
skills.
there is a lot of interesting stuff. Breaking an opponent's will. The will gauge indicates an opponent's will to fight back. Break their spirit by landing attacks and strike them when they are vulnerable.
Go on, you're sure to beat him this time.
Which button was
Do
it?
it, Clive. Just stay calm.
You're taking this
I'll
seriously.
touch on that in a minute as well, Evie. No, Nintendo can't give up on Mario. Oh, I broke him! The staggering enemies. Lord Murdoch's will has been broken, leaving him staggered. Try dealing as much damage as you can before he regains his senses. Use R2 plus square to execute Rising Blades, a powerful iconic ability granted Clive by the blessing of the Phoenix. I do it again.
Well, it's time I took my own advice. I used all the tools at my disposal.
Got him! Nintendo Direct. I'm really excited for WarioWare. I love those silly games. I'm 100% into that. New 2D Mario platformer. Yeah. The Mario RPG looks good. I'll play it probably if I get an opportunity, but it's not like the pinnacle one for me.
You could do it.
Aye.
But again, you can sort of tell that they're gearing up for a new Switch, and this is that sort of period that they're slowing down with major, like, technical, huge releases. Zelda was the last big one they're going to do for the Switch, and then they'll do something massive next year for the Switch successor, I think.
You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise.
No, you are right there, Beluga, as well, though. It's
including me.
The Switch is outdated, and it needs updating. But that's why the Mario games that they're releasing are the ones they're releasing, though. You know, a 2D platformer compared to a 3D game, far easier to run on a platform. You know, a remake of a game that came out in, what, the 90s, the RPG? Detective Pikachu doesn't look very intense either.
Joshua.
Oh, there's Joshua.
The Phoenix's flames are a gift.
That's what
I mustn't waste them.
Harry was on about. Oh, thanks for that, Harry.
Look after me.
Always appreciate a good spoiler, so thanks for that.
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
Don't push yourself.
His Grace has returned!
Father's
I'm
back.
happy to see DQM getting international release. I know it's kind of niche title, but Square has skipped international releases for DQM for a while. Yeah, no, you're right. I think that's sort of a trend we'll see more going in the future as well.
This is no place for one such as you.
We're seeing
gladly brave hell itself.
We're seeing those sort of Japanese
boy.
Eastern games, we say. We'll class it as Western Eastern games.
Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable
more commonly come into the Western markets, and then we're seeing some Eastern games like Final Fantasy being more converted towards Western markets. Like, this is a very different Final Fantasy to the Final Fantasies we've known in the past. So it's an interesting change of pace.
We have discussed this.
Nintendo games go for fun over form, but I have to admit their games still look fabulous somehow.
Good day to you.
No, yeah, you're right. Nintendo, they've always been like that, haven't they? They've always been gameplay over narrative and visuals and whatnot, but they do manage to make really pretty games.
Your father will be expecting us. Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
I like the setting of this game, though. This sort of like medieval gritty setting. Less high fantasy, more...
What a way to treat your
I
own
guess regular
flesh
fantasy.
and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born
The new
a
Mario
phoenix.
surely looks like something. It should be interesting. Which Mario? No, I know the one you're on about, Evie. No, it looks good. I'm excited for it. Be nice to return to 2D for a change. Not that there's anything wrong with 3D, just be nice to shake things up with a 2D game. Yeah, it really does feel like medieval Europe, doesn't it? You can see where they've got the inspiration from. That's a pretty chocobo. My favourite New Super Mario Brothers game is still New Super Mario Brothers on DS.
My
I
friend.
think I could potentially agree with that, to be honest. I think it really suited the platform.
Welcome home, Father.
I was never particularly big on the one they did
Thank
for
you, Joshua.
for the
Well,
Wii
well,
and the Wii U and
trust.
then the Switch,
Yes,
which was
Father.
basically the Wii U
Much better.
version.
Today, Jill and I went to the bay to watch Clive spar.
Is that so?
Oh, it's so tiny!
Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank
Thank you, Your Grace.
This is kind of what I imagine the world of Final Fantasy Tactics would look like if it got this sort of modern treatment, because that was a very medieval setting too, with castles and knights. Yeah.
The capital rejoices at your safe return.
That is the beauty of Final Fantasy, though, right? That they can change their sort of setting and theme as they see fit. You know, you go from...
Must make ready.
Let's talk about the more recent Final Fantasy games, not in order, not in chronological order, but like the remake of Final Fantasy VII. It's sort of like almost post-apocalyptic, sort of modern, sort of technological, environmental, conscious world, right? And then you go to medieval, like this, and then Final Fantasy 14, was it? That was high fantasy.
Google.
Go, dog, get it. One day. He's thinking, one day.
Where do you think you're going? Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Do you know what, Blahuga, actually? I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to say. Because I think for a lot of people, Final Fantasy is kind of one of those things that... I'll finish that in a minute. Finding your way, should you find yourself lost, not fret, hold down the analog stick and trust your animal instinct to point you in the right direction.
Is trouble brewing?
Okay.
I'm not
but
sure.
no, yeah.
I need to speak with Father.
Final Fantasy is such a long-running series that I think for a lot of people it's kind of been... Not a challenge, but it felt like a hurdle to get into it, right? You know, people always tell you about all these fantastic RPGs and whatnot from the 90s, and you think to yourself, like, well, and I'm taking your word for it, but I've never had a chance to play them, so I can't comment on it. But now they're remaking these RPGs, and they're bringing new games like this, you know, with the way that Final Fantasy works, they're all kind of standalone or individual stories, so to say.
Bow down, you fool.
It allows you to get a foot in the door of the wider universe. Yeah, I mean...
It was no trouble. Really.
Like it always fascinates me that Bungie employs a... What's the actual job role they gave them? Like lore librarian or something like that. To keep tabs on the wider Destiny universe. And I feel like there needs to be more of those sort of roles offered up to people for these massive franchises. Maybe there are.
Stand, please.
Ben Goodman's in the chat. Another Ben. That's what we like to see. Pleasure to meet you, man.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
For the good of the duchy? Frankie's there as well. Hello, Frankie. How are you?
As do we all, my lord.
As do we all.
Come along now. Back to your duties.
Nice voice acting, yeah. Square do wonderful work with their Final Fantasy RPGs. It was the quality they produce these games at is remarkable. I actually own the original Famicom cartridges, though. The artwork is still beautiful on the cards, and those were of the 80s. So old we were talking about when the series started. Yeah.
Nice and quiet in here.
Final Fantasy is one of the
There's
longest running
Joshua.
game series. Frankie? No, I don't think we've ever met before.
Do you understand? The power of the Phoenix dwells...
Some large gates and stiff levers require extra effort to operate. Use X to access them. Then hold R2 or push or pull with all your might.
in Joshua. And Joshua... If any ill should...
I think the best part about video games cinematically is that you're not limited to the cinematic frame rate of 24 FPS. And yet, a lot of cinematics are locked to 30 FPS. Frankie says, get me 1.3k.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace.
BFFFFF.
How may I serve you?
I'm not really too sure what you mean by that.
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Mother isn't here.
If you mean follow for follow or something like that,
territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black.
I've seen that puppy
just
even
these
getting
few
the
moons,
Can you pet the dog Twitter?
the blight
Can you
has
pet it
taken an eye
though?
on all of the
Blue,
northern
is it
reaches.
possible to pet the puppy?
It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
Hi guys, hi Games, how are you, man?
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands.
Oh,
Even if we were
you don't
to
remember.
send them south, to
We'll
Port
find out,
Zelda,
hopefully.
more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least,
You
we
look at that
must
throne, don't you,
secure
and you think,
Drake's
like,
rest.
the Iron Throne, and you think,
Without
it's
the
really
blessing of the
cool
Mother
and really
Crystal, we
impressive to
cannot
look
defend
at.
our realm from
But
the
my
spread
god,
of
it
the
must be
blight.
horrible to sit on. Like, to think that you're sitting there doing, like, royal matters for, like, 2 or 3 hours a day,
Blood will not relinquish
listening to
it
people,
easily.
and you're sitting on a
This will be a
stone
bitter
chair.
fight.
No lumbar support or
We
anything.
ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow.
Oh, their backs must be horrible.
There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney,
Rotner.
You will have heard the reports, I am sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind Marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
Here, here.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
Hey, yeah. Cheeky bit of dad banter.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
Or is it more like that, I suppose? Considering he's a king and not like a captain or
That
something.
will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
Active time lock. Hold the... I don't really know what that button is called on a PlayStation controller. The big rectangle to access the active time lore feature, compilation of important information relevant to Clive's current storyline progression. ATL can even be viewed during most cutscenes. Oh, so I can, like... Okay. I'm not going to read all this now because there's a lot of text there. I'm going to leave it to people if they want to read it. You can play the game and find it there. Yeah, I mean... Can I go through here? Nope. Maybe back out the main way? Wait, there's stairs here. Well, now I'm just thinking of how impressive video games are. They're really just electrical bits of binary data. They are! And yet this is what we get. It's a great time to be a fan of entertainment. Let me in! Scream fan says, I love when you guys do live streams. Well, thanks for that, Scream. We try to do as many as we can, but you know, we can only do them when we can. Hopefully soon we'll be able to push it back up to what we used to be with, you know, Monday through Friday of streams.
How long will you be away this time?
Not long. 4 days, maybe 5.
And you will be taking Joshua.
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes.
Apothecary?
I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is
he's,
ill.
You think I don't know that?
A bit too sarcastic and ironic for my taste,
But
this
the
guy.
boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Yeah, we try to get...
Don't
we try to get
worry.
at least 4 a week.
Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years.
That's what we're
he's
currently
already a
set for.
fine
I do
soldier.
1, Rebecca does 3.
We'll
and
make
then,
a splendid
like I
shield.
said, hopefully soon we'll be able to get up to 5, so I'll
You've
do
seen
1, someone
more
else
in
will do
him
1.
than the Phoenix
Rebecca will
did.
continue with 3.
He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household
But as
has
you
no
say,
place
sometimes
for
things
such a
come up and
failure.
we
He is
can't commit
worthless,
to that,
a
but-
man like any other.
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You.
But I
are
like
the
doing them.
Archduke
I like
of
being here and doing
Rosaria.
streams for you
Not
guys,
this
so...
again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
They start just right when I wake
Without
up.
men like Clive to keep us safe.
So what are you then, Beluga? On
Precious
like
noble
West Coast of America
blood
or something?
Would long since have graced the
Or maybe
gutter.
West Coast of Canada. The Pacific time zone, I guess. Don't know what I'm doing with my hand.
We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
Tell you what, Square Enix has not skimped on cutscenes for this game.
To prove yourself.
I feel like there's been like a good 30 minutes of cutscenes so far. I love it. Absolutely love it.
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right.
Ah, your time is empty mountain time. Right. I think you've told me that before, you know. It's just
You're
clicking
going
now.
with
I think
them
you've told me
tomorrow,
that before.
aren't you?
This game
I
might
am
well just be a
Joshua's
movie.
shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you.
No, I think you told me before in a... Or maybe I asked you, should I say, in a previous stream. I just remember someone mentioning West Coast, west side of Canada.
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
Looks like it.
Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
War. What's the quote? War. War never changes, or something like that.
The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be alright, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria, after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
Well, we'll see.
It's getting cold. We should go in.
There's one thing you can't knock Japanese developers for. It's for doing incredibly good soundtracks. Like the music
Good
just
night, Clive.
perfect. Soken is a genius when it comes to soundtracks. For Final Fantasy games, at the very least. Chocobo!
Sorry, Ambrosia. We won't be hunting today.
Don't
That
worry.
is an enormous
I'm sure you'll
chocobo.
do brilliantly.
I'll try.
One of your friends is a fan of Japanese rock. That's a very niche genre of music,
Good luck.
but I've no doubt it's very good. I feel like a lot of sort of Eastern music gets overshadowed by K-pop these days, which is a bit of a shame. K-pop is like the rap of the 2000s.
Friends, we ride for Phoenix Gate.
If that makes sense.
May the blessing of the crystals
The hype
go
behind
with
it.
us and shield the Firebird's flame forevermore!
Huzzah!
As grace departs, open the gates!
To battle!
Lord Rosfield, allow me. I shall see her safely to Phoenix Gate.
Thank you.
Who are these guys?
We're ready to depart, my lord.
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you? This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly.
The dialogue's probably a
These
bit
are
quiet right
fierce
now. I should
foe.
probably tweak the music
We
and bring that down.
underestimate them at our peril.
Because everything's basically said to
Not
max.
today, we won't.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
As you command. To the marshes, then. And may the blessing of the crystals go with us.
Wait, what are we doing? Right, here's Clive. The world map displays all the locations indicated by glowing pins, currently available to Clive via fast travel. So I can fast travel to Stillwind. Thanks for that, Frankie. More cutscenes. This is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen this many cutscenes in the opening hour of a game before. I love it. Young Clive.
Keep your eyes open for those goblins. The reports placed them in this area. It's all swamps from here. Watch your step, my lord. And everything else.
Yes, good sir. Right away, my good sir. Lost in a fog. Timely accessories. Feeling overwhelmed? Try equipping one or more of the 5 timely accessories. For example, the Ring of Timely Strikes allows its wearer to chain complex attack combos only using square. The Ring of Timely Focus slows time before an incoming attack, allowing for an extended evasion window. As with all items, timely accessories can be equipped and unequipped on the gear tab in the main menu. So this is like the accessories thing, right? Instead of having a proper difficulty tab. Yes, okay, cool. What did I want to do? Oh yeah. Yeah, instead of having like a difficulties tab, you have knock that down to there. You have these accessories that allow you to
not exactly the most well-maintained.
Adjust the gameplay itself.
But who do you imagine would maintain it?
have all fled from the Blight.
It's hard to believe that anyone used to live here.
Just create a second account, Frank.
The village of Stillwind.
I just
is
see that.
ahead. Not that there's a lot left of it.
Something glowing! Useful items can be found across the realm by those who know where to look. Bit of guilt. There's something glowing up on this tree as well. Or under it. I got to depart the stream early. Thanks to stream today, but I'm not here every day. But I was here today. Next time I might try watching from the webpage. Alright, Beluga. Nice seeing you again, man. We'll, no doubt, catch up at some point in the future. Take care of whatever you're doing today, man. It's goblins! Oh! Oh, they are ugly! They have like 2 sets of ears. That's really unusual. Magic burst. Use triangle after striking an opponent with square to conjure a magic explosion that deals significant damage. Executed. Got him. Back on my record channel. So what have you been doing over the weekend? What have I been doing over the weekend?
Press on. There may be more ahead.
Last weekend, saw a few friends. That was pretty much it. This weekend, probably something similar. Bit too hot to do anything really. Kind of get tired out quickly. But that's what they make beer gardens for, so, you know, win-win.
Welcome to Stillwind.
Have care, my lord.
What about yourself, Frankie? What do you plan?
There's more.
Oh, loot. Some enemies drop loot. Nice. I like the action RPG element to this game as well. I think it really suits it. Another potion. Oh. Yeah. What we got here? Another potion. What about in here? There's a second floor with a goodie. Strength tonic. Can I go out here? Nice. Nice.
Watch out, my lord. Some of their number are spell seekers.
And what a number! We'll all have our hands full here.
Down with you!
Oh, I tried to do the dodge. No match for a shield of Rosaria. Bang, have it. Have it. Where am I going? This way.
We should be nearing the old village square.
It might not be a nest of goblins.
I should have used that potion to pick the other one up. Oh well. Whoa! Careful! Could have hurt someone with that. Cheeky little blighter, isn't he?
Sneaky sods. We're trapped.
My lord. I'm working on it.
Oh, we can take him.
He's the leader.
James is trying to get 30 subscribers. Gotta
I'll have to
respect that
take care
grind,
of his
James.
followers first.
Oh, he's called for reinforcements.
As if you have to ask.
Oops. I'm with you, my lord.
Forevermore! And there was one.
So tell him he's about to spawn a big dude. Oh, there we go.
He's invited a friend! On your feet, Sir Wade.
Here it comes!
Formidable foes, larger enemies must be faced with caution. They have far more HP than their smaller counterparts and will often use devastating abilities to overwhelm opponents. Using the Blessing of the Phoenix not only deal considerable damage to these enemies, but also break their wills. Break an enemy's will can stagger it.
Founder, that's a friggin' arm. Be ready to move when it winds up for another.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Staggered him! Partially staggered. Staggered him. What was the button for my special ability? I forgot the button for my special ability. Abilities. Or maybe that's not what I was after. I just want controls more than anything. Oh, right trigger. There we go. That's the one. Just FYI for anyone watching, once I've beat this guy, that's where I'm gonna wrap up for the day. Just as press square just as an opponent attacks to parry the strike. Oh, that didn't work. Staggered him. The odd creature. Oh, not quite. There we go. Yeah, I kind of butchered that, I will say. Got him! Geiger slain. Spoils. Loads of experience, some other currencies. Leveled up. Level 6 got the basic statistical upgrades and improvements. Battle rewards. Following important battles, a separate results screen will appear displaying battle and performance. I got some hard leather armorers.
Come back and fight, you coward!
Yo, coward!
After him, before he summons the rest.
Right, well, that is actually where I'm going to wrap up because I feel like it's a good chance to wrap up. We saw the opening cutscenes. We got to see the massive icon battle. We got to fight a boss. We got to do some bits of gameplay, but otherwise it was lots of narrative and lore. I really had fun. I'm going to play in a lot of this game, I think. It's coming at a good time as well. Like I said, there's a bit of a lull throughout July with game launches. It goes a bit steady but in the middle of the summer. So we got a lot of things to play. If Evie's still in the chat, she's probably already back on and playing Diablo. And I don't blame them whatsoever. You know, Diablo's great. And I'm going to be shifting and shaking up between Diablo and Final Fantasy and F1 and all these different exciting games that have come out this June. But that's unfortunately all the time we have for today's stream. I don't think we have anything planned for tomorrow, so we're back now next week. I don't know who will be kicking off the streams next week, either myself or Rebecca, not sure. But yeah, we'll have some interesting games hopefully lined up for you. I don't know what, because like I said, it's a bit sparse for new game launches. So maybe we'll delve into some indies or something like that and go from there, or maybe return to some things we've already played. I'm not too sure. But yeah, until then though, thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your Thursday. I hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend. And yeah, we'll see you on the other side of the weekend. Take care, everyone.